So when it comes to the notion of renewal, regeneration, the realisation of a vision from old to new to old, if you know what I mean, there are very few places indeed which can hold a candle to the story of Warburton's quite remarkable Projekt 3488. What can I say? Let's just meet the man who brought this extraordinary vision to life. Mark Fenech, come here. Hello, Mickey.
Hello,
how are you going?
How are you?
Now, I've been here lots of times now, and I still have that kind of wow thing when I come in the front door. But as the person who put this together, do you have that feeling sometimes, sort of, you know, being here? Do you get, are you kind of amazed by what you've achieved?
I do every time we clean it up, ready for a function, and it's all looking nice. We've picked up all the crap from the wind, and it's lit up inside. Yeah, I do. I feel like pretty much every time we function.
You come from a design background.
Yes.
And you obviously came to this, what was a shell of a place, and decided I want to put my very own specific vision in here without somebody else telling me what to do.
Yes, and it was a really nice thing to do. It was I think this building spoke to us. It unfolded. Even the pathways were done with a hose one day, just bending down the back, and I thought, oh, that'd be a nice pathway. This building just sort of opened itself up to us, and what we do too.
When was it last a functioning Masonic lodge?
I think it was 2002.
2002.
Built to 1923. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and do you have clear visions of what it was like before you got your hands on it? I mean, do you walk through the rooms going, this was like an empty shell, or this was just a bare wall?
No, I walk around going, still looking at all the things I want to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I that's why it's really good when we clean up. I get to appreciate it again, and it's really nice.
So is it one of those projects that will never actually end?
No, it's got to end. It's got to end. We've just got to get a few things done. Get our lift in, get a few things done, and it'll be nice to finish.
What was it, what do you remember feeling the first time you walked in here?
I was so excited. It looked a little bit like a psych ward and it needed some cheering up.
Yeah.
But the bones were incredible. The yard, the backyard, what it could be. It was a car park when we started.
This was a car park?
There was a couple of things in here. That beautiful tree that is now our bendy gum, our serpent gum, was just a tiny little sapling. But the rest were planted, and that's all grown in 10 years.
And is what you've ended up with, is it what you envisaged in the first place, or had to take it on life of its own?
No, it is. I kind of got a big vision for it and how this could be and how we would use it. We had a friend do a party here which explained how it'd be with few people in the place and how that might work, and creating little places for people to come out and sort of break away, especially with large groups. It's great.
Well, I mean, and that's what it's like, because you sort of come through the doors of Projekt 3488 and it is that entire kind of world unto itself, isn't it? It's you close the door and you could be, you know, you're not in Warburton, you're not in Melbourne, you're not in Australia, you're not anywhere. You're in a particular environment that you've created.
Well, the Masons started it by keeping it all very private to the street. So once you do enter, there is a little private wonderland out here and inside, which is really nice. But
So that kind of emotional threshold that you cross, and I use the word threshold carefully because this is a huge wedding venue, and you've made a lot of happy couples happy here.
Thank you.
But it's that thing of entering into a slightly different reality, isn't it, when you enter those doors?
Yeah, like, I don't want anyone to expect what they're going to expect. They're coming into the lodge for the night. I want them to be completely disarmed, have a really comfortable, great night. Anything you need, it's happening here. We're looking after everything, all the details, just making sure grandma's happy, the kids are not ruining the place, you know, just keeping everyone, the fire pits going, the place tidy. It's a bit of a challenge.
Technically though, what was it like when you were doing it? I mean, the challenges must be ongoing, but I remember once you told me a story about the brickwork at the front and a particular craftsman that you had come in and work on the bricks.
We had this incredible Welshman, Bryn the Bricky, and he did a metre of wall a week, just chiselled it all out with a tool the size of a toothbrush, did this whole double-storey building down to foundation, just cleaned it all out, redid it all, did all this beautiful tuck pointing at the front because he wanted to practice that, and it's just beautiful.
Tuck pointing, now that's a lost art, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, it's beautiful. No, it is a lost art, and there's not many people doing it actually. He's got the skill now. What's
the most common, I mean, if you could sum up, what's the most common reaction that you witness from people who've never been here before? What do they say to you about 3488?
And the minute they step in the door, they're sort of a bit agape. They're not sure what to say at first. It takes about half an hour to elicit a clear response from anyone.
Okay, and that's even before they've had their first drink.
Yeah. They just need to just work it out, walk it out, just experience it. There's so many elements, there's a lot of details, there's a lot of little just scenarios everywhere to work out and enjoy. And through the night, you don't notice everything at once. It's just unfolding. Well, it's pretty nice.
Yes, yeah, and the element, and so you must get such pleasure watching people exploring it, sort of almost being a bit timid to go into one space or going up the staircase and seeing the balcony and things like that.
Oh, they're not so timid. They're going through the drawers. They're having a great time. I think this is really interesting. In fact, we plant things in the drawers, so be careful what you do open.
Okay.
But
booby traps.
Yeah, just little things, just things to amuse people. There'll be some laughing when we do the Writers Festival, just with the books on the entry.
Oh, fabulous. You see, we've been talking to a couple of people who've been doing sort of these really beautiful, I don't even call them renovations, but rejuvenations in Warburton. What's happening at the Alpine is really lovely with Rachel and Anthony.
It's really
Richard,
exciting, yeah.
Richard at the motel, but you kind of envisaged that so much with 3488, and because it would have been so easy just to make a conventional wedding venue, paint the whole thing white, but what's the point of doing that?
No, well, we've got an incredible community, bringing all of these people down from Melbourne, having them stay here for a couple of nights a week. The Alpine, the motel, the places around here are incredible, and the experience is beautiful for everyone.
And the place is changing, isn't it? We were talking to Councillor Jim Child earlier, and he's saying, well, Melbourne is, I mean, we just have to stand still because Melbourne's coming up to us.
Absolutely.
Melbourne's, you know, listen to that roar down that highway. That's the city coming up to us. So that's going to be a big change in this place over the next few years. It's started already.
It's already started. It's fantastic. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the bikes come in, something soft to the town. Yeah. That's going to bring a lot of happy people here. Rather than other sort of tourism that we could have had, we've got something quite special coming here, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go and have a bit more of an explore of the garden, and you did the garden too.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Because I reckon there are some nooks of 3488 that I, even myself, and I've been to a couple of good parties here, haven't actually discovered, so I'm going to go and have a little explore.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
I think it's quite lovely the way some of these new renovations, rejuvenations, call them what you like, are unfolding, with people having what I think is the bravery not to feel they have to completely reinvent something to put their own vision into it, but allowing room for the past to breathe, the original vision to take life. We've seen it in the Alpine Hotel, the Warburton Motel, and here at Projekt 3488, people who have said, well, I kind of love what was here originally, I just want to add a bit to it and not take away too much of the past. Certainly floats my boat anyway. And we're so pleased that these people and their wonderful venues have agreed to be part of the Yarra Valley Writers Festival. Just one of the many reasons to visit us here in the beautiful little town of Warburton. Hope to see you soon.